Yes, this issue of building the spirit deals with justice for all and justice for all, justice issues and the Christian faith. Our verse today comes from 1 John 3:17-18. If anyone has material possessions and sees his brother in need but has no pity on him, how can the love of God be in him? Dear children, let us not love with words or tongue, but with actions and truth. Now, we need, and we all understand that working with the will of love and doing things for people is what we need to do. When it comes for justice, it's speaking of the love of God. If we can be that arm for God and show that love, even if it just becomes making the presence of the love of God known, we need to do that for God. We can work for God in that way. And that way, just as the justice of his love is found in our heart, we can ensure that the next man has that same inclination of God. And that's a very important task, because a lot of people wander around without the knowledge of questioning or asking or trying or having the desire in the right position to find God. And we must understand sometimes we have to use our wisdom and our maturity to branch out for God and to reach people. If anyone has material, possesses, and sees a brother in need, if I know my brother needs some heavenly guidance, some heavenly love, some heavenly instruction, then I'm going to give it to him. Sometimes some people may see that and we may pass, and that's really showing pity. When you are an educator or parent, you see that there is a teachable moment. You have to reach in and use that God-filled love. You have to teach at that moment. That's what you have to do. So you can ensure that the justice that God has promised for his people is given to his people. And it's up to us to do it. We can't just rely on God for ourselves to answer our questions and then feel satisfied. We must reach out. How can the love of God be in him? How can the love of God be in that person? If you recognize that God has loved you and you're justified with what God has done for you, then find justification and do for someone else. Dear children, let us not love with the words of our tongue. Do as much as you can. Do and feed until you feel that the heart and the spirit of God is met inside of that person. So all of these actions will be in truth, the truth of the spirit, meaning which is in the righteous way. The spirit of God, which is in the love of his efforts and his needs and his wants for his children. Justice will be for all as long as we begin to build the spirit with what God has us for. Now, it's not our total task, but if we understand that we can do as much as we can, there is a God, and he's going to do the rest. So we are his helpmates, and we are his children, so we must raise each other together and build each other as we must. In Jesus' name, amen.